Hey my blazing beauties, I just finished recording this look. Make sure you stay tuned to watch how I did it and like, comment, and subscribe to support your girl. Okay ladies, we're going to start with the chocolate pomade by Gold Armoire for the brows. I like to carve out the bottom of my brow and then push the color up just to make sure that I don't put too much product in there. I do it real slow and kind of just build it up. I like my brows to look real and fluffy, so I try to just do this little by little. I'm also not the biggest fan of pomades, but I wanted to try this one and it worked out so amazingly. I really love it, and I just use a small angled MAC brush to complete this look. Once I finish filling in my brow, then I go in with a spoolie brush. Now I focus on the front of my brow to kind of brush out the hairs and make them stand out. This also fades the front of the brow a lot, but then when I take strokes throughout the rest of the brow, what that does is fluff the brow up and allow the illusion of real hair to kind of peek through the pomade for that effect. Next, I'm going to use a flat brush and a fluffy brush, both by Gold Armoire, to carve out the eyebrow. For this, I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape in shade Light Medium Beige. I'm going to take that flat brush and drag the color across the bottom of the brow, then pull the concealer down towards my eye to kind of create that clean, soft sculpt that I'm going for. Once I do that on both sides, I'm going to use my fluffy brush to blend that out. Blending is important because you want this to kind of sink into your real skin to avoid those harsh lines. If you have crazy brows like me, you want to use a brow gel. This is the Florence by Mills Clear Brow Gel. I love it. After that, I'm going to go into the skin. This is the Synchro Skin Soft Blurring Primer by Shiseido. I really love it, and it complements the foundation amazingly. I like to use my hands to warm it up and get it to sink into the skin to get the full effect of everything the primer has to give. After I let this sink into my skin, I start with my eyes. I like to use the NYX Glitter Primer for all eye prep. It works with glitter and regular eyeshadows as well. Using my fluffy brush, I'm going to start working on my crease. Here, I'm using the Gold Armoire palette to build a beautiful pink and kind of hint of orange transition for the eye. I'm carving out my crease because I'm going to put glitter on the top of my eyelid. So I'm going to take that and build it up, build it up, build it up. And then I'm going to put a little bit on the eyelid as well to avoid that flesh tone. Once I do that, I'm going to go back in with Bittersweet from this palette, which is a darker brown, to build up the crease and make it darker. This preps the eye for the glitter. Blending is essential, so make sure you have a few different blending brushes to use to execute this look. Next, I'm going to start on the glitter. I'm using Makeup Revolution Eye Glisten glitters to create this look. I'm going to do 2 layers of glitter, and I'm going to start with a true gold at the bottom and then a rose gold at the top. The first glitter is called It's Fate. It comes out wet, so make sure you give yourself some time for the eye to dry. Try not to blink too much because this can make a mess, but you want to focus this just on the eyelid, kind of giving a cut crease effect using that glitter. Okay, beauties, so we're going to use the Synchro Skin Radiant Lifting Foundation by Shiseido. This is an amazing foundation, okay? It is oil-free and it has an SPF of 30, which means you don't even have to add sunscreen under it. The coverage is so heavy and beautiful. I did not color correct or conceal anywhere on the skin before using this foundation. Okay, while we let the foundation sink into the skin, we're going to go back on top of our original gold glitter and add the rose gold glitter to give it some more pop. Okay, so now I'm going to use my Real Techniques diamond sponge to kind of press all the foundation into the skin, get any additional excess off so that I can make sure my skin is ready for highlights under the eyes. Okay, next I'm going to do my highlight, and I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer in shade 385 Amber. I usually put this under my eyes, on the middle of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and on my chin to highlight those areas of my face that I want. I go back in with my beauty blender and kind of push that into the skin. Blend as long as you need to for a smooth transition between your concealer and your foundation because you don't want to see those harsh lines. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape that we used earlier to add a little bit of a brighter color under the eye. You can use the same beauty blender to blend that in as well. If you don't feel comfortable, you can use a different one. I love this beauty blender, so I'm gonna use it for the same purpose of pushing this lighter color into the skin. Now, for this lighter color, I only do it under my eyes and no other area to avoid that brightness in other places. Then I'm going to use Peach Perfect by Too Faced to bake. And then I'm gonna take my NC42 Studio Fix Powdered Foundation. I'm gonna buff this in the skin where there is no baking powder first. And then I'm gonna swoosh it away at the end to make sure that I can get that baking powder off of the skin. In the areas where there was baking powder, I just try to do a swift brush away so that I don't mess up the lighter color that I already worked so hard to accomplish. For my contour, I like to use a creamy foundation. So this is the NW45 Tech Foundation by MAC, and I just swoosh it around the cheeks, the forehead, and I also do my jawline. So you'll see me really sculpt the edges of my face, the areas that should go in, and also my nose lightly with what's left. I don't do too heavy on the nose because I'm not a fan of a contoured nose on myself, but I do just do it slightly so that you can kind of see the shape of what I'm trying to create on the face. This is really important for my jawline because I have a chunkier face and I want to give that slim appearance. So my cheeks and my jawline are the main points of focus. Here's my favorite Clarins contour palette. I hit my cheekbones to add a little bit of blush. This complements my contour and I just dust it over the other areas slightly. Hold please as I do liner off camera and boom, I'm back. Hello liner. Okay, I can never do this on camera. Please don't shame me, but I didn't want to mess it up for you guys. I'll give you tips later. For the under eye, I use the NYX black eyeliner. I love this kohl pencil. It glides right onto the eye with no problem. You know, this is also very difficult for a lot of people, but for me, it's pretty easy. And I think it's all about the pencil that you choose to use. It's also an amazing price point. Now for my lashes. This is my favorite mascara. It is They're Real by Benefit. I'm sure you heard of them. If you haven't, well, now you know. And I like to do it before lashes. I'm going to use the Candy Lashes by Gold Armoire. This is a beautiful packaging and the lashes are even more gorge. I tried to put it on camera for you guys. Please forgive me if you can't see it too clearly, but I usually use my claws to put them on. I always have my nails done, so it really helps. But this lash applicator by MAC is also super helpful. I don't think they sell this anymore, but a lot of brands make it, so you can buy one anywhere. Using a pencil brush, pick up some of those same colors that we built in the crease and start to shadow build the bottom of the eye. This is so beautiful. I like to then use my NYX vinyl liner to go on top of my lashes and clean up that lash look for perfection. I use the same liner to put my moles back in place because I really love them and my foundation makes them disappear. For my lips, I'm going to use the Cork lip liner by MAC Cosmetics. This is one of my favorite lip liners and it does take me a while to do my lips. Because I like to overdraw my lips, I focus on my Cupid's bow and I really try to get perfection and evenness for my lips. I have full lips, so bear with me. I'm going to then take the Naked Lip Pencil by MAC as well and fill in my lip. This is great if you don't have too many lipsticks. You can use lip liners as a dupe. And then I'm going to take a MAC lip gloss. It's called Lapdog. It's a mineral lip gloss, but it's actually discontinued. My apologies. And pop it right in the middle to complete that lip look that I'm going for. I use my lip brush to blend the colors together so that it looks flawless in the end for the look. Last but certainly not least is my highlight. This is the highlighter by Juvia's Place called Cleo. I'm popping it in the inner corners of my eye to kind of give that brightness and openness to the eye. I'm going to use my fan brush to build it on my bone structure. I like to also place this on the bridge of my nose, under my eyebrow, and sometimes on the peaks of my forehead. So that was the last step. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Have an amazing Valentine's Day and remember to like, comment, and subscribe.